Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at your guys' chart requests over here inside of the Discord. So we're just taking names directly out of the chart request thread over here. Inside of the Discord, we're going to be covering more of these names like we do every single week. We do have them loaded up in our playlist here on the right. So you can see we got Google, Render, DJT, ARB. We got Cetus on here, Ethereum, INJ, XCN Hood. We're going to be taking a look at all these in today's video, and we will also be taking chart requests from the live chat. We don't normally go live on Saturdays, but we're going live this morning because we did not get through all of the requests for last week. So I'm just going to go ahead and start here at the top with Google. And like I said, as you guys come onto the stream, go ahead and drop your requests in the live chat. I'm happy to take some there as well. As always, if we can get this video to 300 likes, 300 likes on this YouTube video, I'll give away 100 XRP to somebody down in the comment section of the video. So make sure you smash that like and let's dive right in here. The first one's going to be Google. So if you guys are familiar with our strategy, what we're doing is we are looking to buy when this blue wave is down here on the weekly chart. So what we want to see is that blue wave below this white line down here, and then we want to buy the green dot. So the time to buy Google was back here in April. Okay, that was back at 155. Okay, it went from 155 now up to 330. I would not be buying Google up here. If anything, I would be selling Google. You see, we got a sell signal there on Friday as well. I'm sorry, that was Thursday. One of our sell strategies on the daily chart is to sell a red dot in the red zone. You can see this one came back here at around 330. It went down. It went back up to 330, right? It hasn't broken out over that high. So that was actually our sell signal there and there. So we're profit takers on Google, right? We want to wait till this corrects. We have a big correction again, and that's when we'll take our trade. We're not looking to buy and keep praying for all-time highs because we are swing traders. So again, our strategy to buy is when this blue wave here on the indicator on the weekly chart is down here below the white line, and we are nowhere near, so we are not looking to take a position on Google anytime soon. Render. So Render gave our buy signal more recently in December here around 125. It also gave one back here in March at $2.50. It popped up to $5. That was a 100% move, and it's sold off ever since. So, again, we got our signal down here, so I would be a buyer of RNDR at these levels at $2.20. I like that one. We got DJT. DJT gave the signal down here at 10. We did trade this one. It had a big 70% move there off the bottom, and it's just kind of going sideways right now. So, if we're looking at our red zone here, so if you guys ever ask me, like, what's the target? What's going to be the target? Where I think it's going to go? It's always going to be up here in the red zone. Okay, if you guys are not familiar with what the red zone is, you can see we have all these different zones here. We have a golden zone, a blue zone, and a red zone. The most important one that we pay attention to involves our selling strategy. And again, I have our whole entire buy and sell strategy with these indicators laid out over here in the trading rules. I also have a trading course over here in case you guys are new. It's completely free. You guys can go watch that completely free over there under the trading course tab. And then you can see right here, our sell strategy is to sell that red dot in the red zone. So the last time that happened for DJT was all the way back here, okay, right there at 54. So we're just waiting for this to retrace back up here. So I got a target of DJT right now of about $40. We're sitting at 14. So that's a big chunk there. That's about 150, almost a 200% move if we go back to those levels. So we're still holding on to DJT, holding our positions. ARB up 4%, 5% today, looking good. Again, our signal came right there at 20 cents. It's sitting at around 22, so you're already up 10%, but we are buyers of this name. You can see how the wave is still down there below the white line. Last time we got this signal was back here in April. Had a decent move from 25 cents to 50. That's a 100% move. I mean, a lot of people would be happy with 100%. It ended up pulling back. You got another signal right there as well at 24, and that popped up to 60. But this one is in our buy zone, so we would be buyers of ARB here. F3C, once again, signal came right here. Boom, $12. This looks like an energy stock, but this looks good. I like the monthly chart. I would be a buyer here of F3C. I see one in the chat here for GitLab, GTLB. Yeah, get those requests in the chat if you guys are here. I got one for GTLB here. This one is like, it's in our buy zone, right? When this wave is down here, okay, this means we're in an accumulation territory. This is where we are looking to buy. So the only thing that's missing on GitLab is the green dot. I love this sell-off here. I'm actually going to go ahead and add this one to our watch list because this actually looks good. I do like the sell-off here a lot. Let's go ahead and add this one to the watch list real quick. And boom. If you guys missed the watch list, by the way, we dropped that on YouTube yesterday. So if you come over here to the Discord, it's also on YouTube if you want to check YouTube and Facebook. But if you go to the latest tab, you guys can always watch the replays if you missed the live stream. So if you just come up here, this is the top stocks in crypto to watch next week. That was yesterday, January 16th. That is available over there. That's next week's watch list in case you guys missed some of those names. But I just added GitLab on there. What I want to see is a green dot on this one. I like this sell-off, right? We're not scared of a sell-off like this. This actually gets us excited, right? You can see the last time it did this, it had a big dramatic dip. We got our signal right there in May of 2023 at 28. It popped all the way up to 80. So their earnings look pretty good. It looks like they're growing year over year, quarter over quarter. So pretty nice increase in revenue right there. I like this name. I like it a lot. I'd be a buyer of that one. I see one for XRP. XRP, we haven't done an update on in a while, but again, we got our signal back here in December. The last time XRP got this signal was back here in July. And when I say the signal, I'm talking about the green dot below the white line on the weekly chart, right? I think that is the easiest, most easy thing to understand, right? We want to simplify our investment strategy. Why do we like to buy down here? Because that means there's a big pullback, right? There's been a big drawdown. This is where people are in despair. They're not having a good time, right? We want to buy when people are in despair. We want to buy when the market is crappy, when there's blood in the streets, so to speak, okay? We don't want to buy when everyone's excited, having a good time, right? We're up here at, what, 350 on XRP, right? We're up here at XRP up here at 350. Everyone's having a good time, hooping and hollering. It's going to 10,000 by the end of the year. Boom, big sell-off. Okay, now people aren't excited. But that's when we want to attack. Again, we called this out back here in 2024. XRP was 50 cents. Okay, people were laughing. People were laughing. Okay, back here. Everyone wanted to buy up here. So if you look at our cheat sheet, right, we don't want to buy up in this range when everyone's excited, having a good time. We want to buy when no one's excited, not having a good time. People are unsure. They don't know the direction. They don't know what to do. That's when we attack. And that comes, right, if this wave is down here, I will tell you we are in despair. Why? Because we just experienced a 50 to 60% pullback. There were people buying XRP up here at 350. Okay, it pulled all the way back here. You got the green dot buy signal right there at 180, and it's looking good. I like XRP. You guys know how bullish I am on altcoins right now. I think it's a great time to be buying altcoins. A generational wealth opportunity right now if you guys are buying altcoins at these levels. OPRA, OPRA. That looks good. You got the signal right down there at 13. It's sitting at 14. I think you're still good on that one. I'd be a buyer of that as well. CRV also got the signal right here at 40. It's sitting at 45. That thing looks like it's breaking out though. So again, what we're doing when we get our signal and we're in the trade, what we then do is we stick to our sell strategy. And again, our sell strategy is very straightforward. Okay, very straightforward. We need a red dot in the red zone on the daily. Okay, this is probably the #1 selling point if you guys are trading. Okay, we need a red dot, just like we got here in July, okay, in the red zone, up here at 115, okay, and then we sell. We take profits. So that's what we're waiting for right now. On curve, we want that thing to come back up here. That target is up there at $1. When we get that signal, that's when we'll take profits. Okay, our other sell strategy is when the stochastic RSI, this light blue line on the weekly chart, comes up here and hits the white dotted line. We also take profits in that area, or a red dot up here above the white line on top. So just like how we want to buy the green dot down here below the white line, we want to sell the red dot up here above it on the weekly chart. You can see we're selling right up there at 120 if you were doing that. But I'd be bullish on CRV. That one looks good. Again, every altcoin looks good right now. I see one for DGen. DGen has a green dot. So if you're a DGen and you like DGens, I guess buy this one. I don't know anything about the project though, but it is in buy territory. I see one for XCN. XCN's taken off. Again, we were entering this one at 4 cents. It's up 100% since the time we entered. We're just collecting 30% on their website using staking. If you guys haven't watched that DeFi course yet, I teach you guys how to stake XCN and earn around 30% APY on their website. Okay, I think this is one of the most slept on cryptos in the market right now. They got a lot of room to grow, and they're definitely making some interesting partnerships. And this thing was all the way up here at 5 cents back in January. It went all the way down to 0.004. Everyone was jacked up about this back here. No one cared about it down here at 0.004 because it dropped 90%. That was a 90% drop, okay? And we ate that up. Okay, and we're staking, earning passive income right now. You'll learn that over in the DeFi course. Again, the DeFi and the trading course are both free. Okay, if you guys are new, you guys can educate yourselves this weekend on our strategy and what we do here at Overkill Trading. Again, we base everything off of three things. Three things we base everything off of here: logic, data, and discipline. Logic is our strategy, how we approach the markets, how we buy and sell. Data is the information, right? The green dots, the red dots, the stochastic RSI, and then the discipline to follow the strategy and follow through and do what we say we're going to do. JD looks good down here. Okay, it hasn't moved, but I like it as long as that thing holds on to 28. Okay, these guys make a ton of money. $42 billion last quarter, and their stock is just not even moving. So this is a Chinese stock. I actually like it here. I've got burnt on it a couple times, but I actually do really like it here. Alibaba's been really breaking out. Okay, so I think JD can eventually have its day here, but we would be buyers. You could use a stop loss at like 28 or 27 if you want to. What else we got? GME stock. You guys got chart requests. Just drop them in chat. I'm taking some from there as well. All of these requests here are coming from over here in our Discord under the chart request thread. So if you guys have chart requests throughout the week, we open the chart requests on Sunday. On Sunday, you can drop your chart requests in here, and we cover them all throughout the week right here on YouTube. So GME still in the buy range, right down here around 20. We're in the buy range, looking for that signal. But again, every time this thing gets the signal down here, it's normally a really good trade. Okay, signal right there at 9, popped up to 90, pulled back. Signal right here at 20, popped up to 34, pulled back. Signal at 20. So you could see that $20 is very strong support here. Okay, support, 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 support. So if I was in this, I'd probably use a stop loss at like $19. $19 would be the stop loss. Iron's just ripping here. I would not touch this thing. I would not buy it because why? It's too close to the red zone. Okay. Ideally on the daily chart, I want to buy down here, right? When the green dot's coming on the weekly, way down here. Okay. That signal came at $5. This is trading at $55 right now. Okay. That is insane. Okay. But we're not buying it up here. We're not buyers. If anything, I'd be looking to sell Iron here around 60. TYNA or TNYA. Just need the signal on that one. We got Dusk. Dusk got the signal right here at 0.005. You're a little late to the party. Okay, if you're late to the party, meaning you missed the move, you can come in here to the 4-hour and look for a green dot down here. Okay, a green dot down here is where I'd enter if you missed the weekly signal. Okay, so I'd look for a pullback maybe to 8 cents, maybe to 6 cents, and then scoop it up. But again, your entry signal came right here. Okay, you're already up 100%. So we don't chase stuff. You're up 260% off the bottom. We don't want to chase that. We want to see it maybe pull back a little bit and then take advantage there. So again, if you miss the signal, right? If you miss the green dot on the weekly, what I like to do is zoom into the 4-hour or the daily. The 4-hour pairs really well with the weekly. Like I said, if you miss this, you can come in here to the 4-hour and just wait for a pullback and a green dot with the wave down here, just like you got right here at 6. Okay, it popped up to 12. That was a beautiful trade. Here's Bitcoin, BTC. Still holding on to the green dot. We're still bullish on BTC, folks. Still bullish on BTC here. Looking good. Everything's pointing up, right? We got the green dot, so as long as the dot is green, we're bullish on the asset. So we are fully bullish on altcoins, fully bullish on Bitcoin here at these levels. Would I buy Bitcoin here? Yeah, I would if I wanted to own it. I think there's some better crypto names like Cetus and stuff like that in the portfolio. By the way, I'm covering my entire portfolio for you guys on Mondays now. So every Monday, I go over every single name that I'm holding, and I'll kind of give you guys my 2 cents on everything that I'm holding just to see where my head's at. And I've had a lot of requests for wanting to see what's in my portfolio. So I've decided every Monday now, I'm going to do a live. We're not going to do chart requests. We're simply just going to go over my portfolio. But there's a lot of names in my portfolio that I really like from a crypto standpoint. Chainlink, in my opinion, is the easiest, no-brainer investment of the year. I mean, that's that and Cetus, at least. We got a new YouTube Spartan. Welcome, my brother. Welcome. But Bitcoin looks good. Again, down here, I think next week we're going to see a big move on Bitcoin. I think we're going to see a big push up back to 120. Very bullish on Bitcoin, very bullish on altcoins. VeChain's a buy down here at a penny. We got INJ. INJ's a buy. Cetus is a buy. I mean, Cetus was back here at 50 cents back in December. Okay, we're way off of that zone. 20 cents would be our target on Cetus here. 20 cents. It's sitting at 3 cents right now. So if it goes back to that, that's a 900% move. Cetus is one of my largest positions. I really like Cetus here. I think it's very, very undervalued. I told you guys that's like one of my top. That's definitely top 3 picks for 2026. Definitely top 3. Okay, yeah, if you guys don't have the trading indicators, you guys can get those over here. Just come to the trading indicator tab, click on this link right here, and then all of my indicators will load up. You'll get the same exact layout as me. Your screen's going to look exactly like my screen. It's a couple of clicks and boom, you're dialed in. Just click on that link right there. It takes a couple of clicks and everything loads right up. If you have any trouble or issues with that, feel free to just shoot me an email to overkill@overkillinvesting.club. I see a request here for NNE. Nuclear energy, that one had a nice breakout there on Friday. Nuclear energy is very new. These companies don't make a lot of money. This company doesn't make any money at all. So I like to buy companies that make money, but this is a speculative asset class here, nuclear energy. As long as it holds on to $29, I'd be bullish, but I would definitely set a stop loss somewhere around 29 on that. Like I said, INJ's a buy. Ethereum breaking out here. Again, we got our signals on Ethereum back here in December. We also got one back here in April. This was one of the best trades for us last year, guys. This was one of the absolute best trades for us last year was Ethereum. We bought options on Ether down here at around 2,000. The signal came at 1,500. It popped all the way up to 5. So again, we're back down in the zone. I told you guys this on yesterday's video. These signals don't come around every day, okay? They're not something that just pop up and appear every day. We're getting these signals. We got them in December. Last time we got them was back here in April. So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 9 months. 9 months it took. Okay, these are not day trades. These are swing trades. Okay, you'll also learn in the trading course, okay, free trading course, that we are 1 to 6 months out on all investments, meaning we buy and we hold for a minimum of 6 months. Okay, the reason I say 1 to 6 is because you can't really ever time it. Sometimes it can happen really fast. Right? Sometimes this move happens in a week or 2 weeks. Sometimes it takes 6 weeks. So what we do is we buy these signals down here and we hold for a minimum of 6 months. Okay? Sometimes we sell in 2 months. It's just a matter of when we get the signal. But you can see the sell signal on Ethereum came right there in August at 4,800. Right? It pulled all the way back to 26. Okay? Everyone was jacked up about Ethereum up here. No one cares about it down here. But I'm telling you guys, as long as this dot stays green, we are fully bullish. Do you hear me? Fully bullish. I don't care what your favorite TikTok influencer says. I don't care what your favorite Twitter influencer says. I don't care what Jim Cramer says or CNBC says or anybody says. The chart, the data, the chart that hasn't failed, right? Every time Ethereum comes down here and gives a green dot, it is a time to buy. Okay, I can't make this up. I can't draw these dots. This is all in the indicator. Okay, time to buy here, big trade. Time to buy here, big trade. Is this time going to be different? We shall see, but I'm not putting my money on the other direction, okay? I'm gonna put my money on, hey, we're going up because that's what the data says. It's what the chart says. So fully bullish on Ethereum still. Again, our target for Ethereum is up here at around 4,000 to 5,000. It could break out and keep going, okay? We'll just have to play it by ear and stay tuned in, but we are fully bullish on alts, okay? I don't care if they drop 10%, 20% tomorrow. We're bullish as long as that dot remains green. Pfizer's just kind of hanging out. It's not really doing much. This is a dividend stock, but I've seen a lot of call action on this, so I do think this thing's going to break out sometime this year. We're already close to the red zone. It's not my favorite trade, but that thing could pop up to 30 there. WLD is a buy. Got a green dot down there. Robinhood's getting down into the zone. We're just not there yet. I would love to buy Robinhood at like 60. 60 would be awesome. But I want to see a green dot on Robinhood, and I want to see this wave deeper. Okay, last time we got the signal was in 2023. That was 2-3 years ago at $8. $8 we got our signal. That thing went all the way up to 150 there. Okay, so again, we're just patient. Okay, I told you guys in yesterday's video, I study investors, guys. I study the best investors of all time. Who are some of the best investors of all time? Warren Buffett, probably the top. And Charlie Munger was his right-hand man. Okay? Charlie Munger said, the money is not made in the markets from buying and selling. You don't make money buying and selling in the market. You make money waiting Okay? Wait for the signal. Be patient. Okay? Be patient on Robinhood. I think that thing's going to keep coming down. We're just looking for the green dot. Hopefully down here we get it, because that would be awesome. I want to own Robinhood. I'm kicking my own butt for not buying it right here at 30 when we sold off there in April, and also back here in 2023, because Robinhood, in my opinion, is going to be one of the biggest exchanges with all the stuff that they're doing with crypto and finance and stuff like that. They're very impressive. So Robinhood, I would be a seller, and I would be waiting to see a green dot before I was a buyer. Turbo, we're a buyer. SPX, too toppy. Again, where was the time to buy? Back here in April when everyone was panicking about tariffs. Okay, I want to see that kind of a dip again. KNCX, I'd stay away from this one. Okay, it's stuck in a downtrend. Okay, that's a fundamental play if you're playing it. ZBCN's looking good though. ZBCN USDT. We have this one on the watch list. That one got the signal there 2 weeks ago on the 29th. So as long as that one holds on to that, I would just say 2 cent level, 0.002 cent level, it looks good. I like the ZBCN a lot, actually, here. Okay, target will be up there at 6 cents. I was telling you guys to sell this one back here in June. I had people roasting me on social media. It went from 7 cents all the way down to 0.002. That was about an 80% drop, but now we're back in buy territory there on ZBCN. I see one for RCAT in the chat. That one's ripping. So I'd be looking for the red dot to sell some of that one. I'd be taking profits on RCAT. Okay, either I would take some off here on the daily if you don't want to sell the whole thing, but sell at least 50% when you get that signal, because last time we got the signal was back here at 15, sold all the way off to 6. So again, we're traders, guys. If we sell a stock and it keeps breaking out, keeps going, kind of like I told you guys to sell silver at 82. It's at 90 now. People are roasting me. I really don't care, right? We're traders. If you guys bought silver on our signal, you would have bought back here in 2023 at $22. You could have argued that you could have bought this one here in January at 30, but we're sure as hell not buying up here at 90, okay? Because we're too late. It's already up. It's already up 300%. Can it go to 200? Yes, okay? But again, do we care? I don't. You might, but if it keeps going, that's wonderful. But as technical traders, we have to take profits on things, okay? Because again, I told you guys this in yesterday's video as well, okay? Silver has gone on a parabolic move before. In April of 2011. It went up to 50, and then for the next 5 years, it went all the way down to 13. So you would have felt like a dumbass back here at $50 if you didn't take some off, if you didn't sell some, maybe 50% of your position, right? If it went from 9 to 550, that's a 500% move. Cash out, go buy a house or something. No one cares about your silver, okay? And if you didn't, you probably felt really stupid seeing it going all the way back to 15. So I just encourage people to take some off when they're up like this. I do think silver's going to correct. I think 100 will probably be the level it hits, and you see a lot of selling, but it's at 90. Again, we don't want to get greedy, right? We don't want to get greedy on things. We don't want to wait for the very top, because then we'll get stuck in this. We want to take profits when it makes sense. And if you're up 300-400% on a position, it's good practice to take profits. CRM getting smoked. What happened to CRM? That's back down there at support at 220. Wow, down 12% last week. That's a big move down. That has support right there at around 220. 220 support there. I'd be watching 220 support. But no green dot inside again. Where were we buying back here at 230? It's at the same range, bottom of the range. That's a tough one. I mean, it's back down here at the bottom of the fib. So if it doesn't hold on to 220, CRM could get pretty ugly here. I'd probably be looking for a monthly signal on CRM right now. Okay, and if it loses 220, I'd probably sell it. Okay, because that'll probably correct deeper down to like 160. Track needs the green dot. Form, breaking out. Okay, this thing's going on an absolute ripper here. Wonder if this is a stock. I think you guys are talking about the crypto. That one's down there as well. I would be a buyer of 4 here. Octa. Octa got the signal down there at 80. It popped up. I'd be looking for a daily or a 4-hour alert on this one. I'd buy that one on the next 4-hour alert now that you got the signal down there. That actually looks pretty good. I'm going to put that one in the green list here. That one's added onto yesterday's watch list. We got Ondo. Ondo's still green. So we're still buyers here at 40 cents. If it drops down to 20, we'll just buy more. Okay, we're bullish as long as that dot remains green. I'd like to see that one hold on to 35 cents. Lucid. Lucid's getting rugged. Okay, I do not like this stock. When a stock looks like this, you better run away. Okay, I don't think these guys are making very good money. I would avoid that. There's some better names to own. We got Toshi has the signal right there as well. I'd be a buyer of Toshi here. I think that one's built on the base network. If you guys are a member of the Discord, you guys have access to this research tool, by the way. I'm just going to go /info Toshi. This was a big base name there back in the day. Back in the day, like last year. Oh, God, it's a meme. $10 million market cap? Or 10... Hold on. Yeah, that's the right one. This is the right one. It's about, what is it? What's the market cap? 130... Wow, $139 million market cap. That's huge. But I like it down here. I like it. It's back down here. I'd be a buyer if you want to own it. That one looks good. Logic, data, and discipline. You know it, brother. You know it. SMCI, we covered this yesterday. Guys, this stock is breaking out here. We bought this one last week off the signal. Again, we're just playing our signals. I don't have a crystal ball that tells you, hey, on this day, buy the... No, I just listen to the data, what the data says, because the data works. This had a big breakout on the daily. I mean, that is a big fat candle. That thing was up 10%, and our target is anywhere from 55 to 60 on SMCI, but I am very bullish. That's one of my favorite stocks right now is SMCI. So I like that one a lot. They build like all this equipment that companies like NVIDIA need. They have a partnership with NVIDIA. So they're building like the infrastructure for their chip makers and stuff like that. They're a big deal. Yep, 300 likes on the video, guys, for a 100 XRP giveaway. If you guys are watching the replay, make sure you smash the like. If we can get to 300 likes by Monday, I will go ahead and give away 100 XRP to somebody down in the comments. We'll actually probably do the giveaway over here in the Discord under the giveaways tab over here. So just smash the like, get to 300, and we'll figure it out. ARQ looks good. I'd be a buyer of ARQ. Nike, I just hate Nike, to be honest with you. I'm not a big fan, but it does have the signal, so I would be a buyer if I believed in the company, but I just don't. They went woke, and they paid for it. Okay, I'll show you where Nike went woke. They went woke right here. They went woke. They got political right here. Now nobody really cares about them, but old Tim Cook just bought some, so 57 would be my support level. That'd be my stop loss. If that breaks, I would jump ship. Yep, you got it, Alex. Appreciate you. Slow Trade, what's going on, brother? Muff, how you doing, brother? Yep, Arcat, I got you, brother. OKLO, just not deep enough for us. Not deep enough for us for a buy. No NVO, this one's really breaking out too. So first target on that's 91. I did trim a little bit last week here off the red dot. I trimmed a little bit. I mean, I trimmed probably actually half the position because we were entering down here and just waiting for that one to go to 80 to 100. I think NVO is one of the biggest no-brainer plays in the healthcare space. I mean, look at that monthly chart. That looks beautiful, man. That thing's about ready to rock it. Okay, so looking for sell signals on that one. Again, once we get up to 80 to 100, we might start thinking about taking some profits, but I think that one could go much, much higher. I like NVO. We've liked that one since like $45. UPST, got the signal right there at 37. Nice move up. Had us a long way to go up there to 80. So stop loss on this would be right there at like 34. You could even move it up to 40 if you want to. But we're still bullish on this, right? As long as the dot remains green, I think it looks good. You could even move that stop loss up to like 43. But I would be a buyer here on the next 4 hour. Looks like you got one right there at 46. You got another one right there at 43. Remember, if you miss the weekly, what you want to do is you want to wait for the 4 hour. Okay, you want to wait for that 4 hour dot, just like you got right there at 43. Pop back up. I'd be a buyer of UPST still at these levels. I like it a lot. SFRM, nice move. Again, signal came right there at 2. It hit $3. You're already up 50%. We'd still be a buyer. Again, look to the 4 hour. Look for a pullback. Looks like you got one right there on January 16th. So that looks good. MON. This thing's too new. I can't tell you anything. I'd buy the daily dot on MON. Lift's getting hammered. Okay, not deep enough yet. We're not buyers. We want that wave to pull back just like it did right there at 11. DAI, crypto, DIA, I'm sorry. What is that? DIA USD. That's a buy. Okay, we're right down here at support. It bounced here last time. This looks really good. You got the signal. I like that one a lot. NSIT. That one's getting schmammered. I wait for the, yeah, it looks like, that looks really good, actually. I don't know what this thing does, but Insight Enterprises, $2 billion a quarter. That's pretty good. They've gotten hammered, dude. NSIT /info NSIT. You got to type /info. Type /info, then hit enter, then hit the ticker. Technology solutions and services to help businesses and organizations drive digital transformation, electronics, and all that good stuff. Executive partners with Microsoft, Cisco, and Apple. Wow, I like this call out, NSIT. And look how deep the monthly is. I mean, this thing's down from 225 all the way down to 80. That's solid, dude. Shout out Cole in the chat, man. I'm going to add this one to the watch list, too. I like this one down here at 80. I don't know too much about it, but, I mean, that's a nasty pullback. I mean, if they got partnerships with Microsoft, Cisco, and Apple to deliver customized IT services in various sectors, including healthcare, education, government, and commercial enterprises, the company's solutions aim to enhance operational efficiencies, improve productivity, and support digital innovation for clients based in Tempe, Arizona. Interesting. Very interesting. I love the pullback, dude. I'd be a buyer of that. I got to do some more due diligence on it, but when you see that monthly signal print, that'll be the signal that we bought them, but I don't see that one going lower than 75. Paycom. Paycom's back down here at a good level. Okay, back down here at 145. You got the signal right there. It kept dipping, though. So I'd probably be looking at the monthly on this one. Look for the monthly on Paycom. Race, Ferrari. Thing's getting schmammered. Okay, you would have been stopped out right there at around 360. I don't like that one. I don't. I'd wait for the monthly alert on that one. LDI, Loan Depot. That's interesting. Nice move there off of 2. I've heard of this company before. Wow, they're crushing their earnings. Oh, I guess they kind of made the same right there. Loan Depot. Where have I heard that before? /info loan. What was it? LDI. Loan Depot. Leading mortgage lender in the United States, offering customers a variety of lending services, primarily in the home finance sector. So this is like a real estate play. I'm bullish on real estate stocks. I like this one. I actually like this one a lot. I like it a lot. I'd probably look to buy it, I don't know, maybe closer to 250. That looks really good. That looks really dang good. That was up 20% on Friday. So again, the signal came, what, at like $2? It's all the way up, already up 40 cents or 40% and got some room to go. I like that one. I'd be a holder of that one. Couple good requests here today. I like it. Seagate, too high. Jasmine, that's a buy. Netflix got the signal, but still dropping. I told you guys on yesterday's stream that I want to look for the monthly on this one. Okay, I want to see a monthly dot like we got back here in 2022 at $20. It went all the way up to 130. So I'm looking for the monthly on Netflix. Get rid of those. QNT, covered that one yesterday too. Nice pop. Okay, got the dot right there. Nice pop up. We'd be a buyer of that name too. Marvel, nope, too high. Ondo's too high. We're taking profits up here, guys. We're taking profits. Red dot in the red zone at 14. We're taking profits. MSFT coming down, need the green dot. Meta needs the green dot. Sezzle got the signal right there at 55. Nice pop. We'd be looking for the red zone on that one at 160 to 180. Looks good. Just looking to enter on the 4-hour or the daily if you miss the signal. Look for a pullback and an entry. S. Same thing with S. Looking for that green dot there on the 4-hour or the daily. I got stopped out on this one at 15. It looks like it's probably going to retrace back down here to 1250, but this is a big cybersecurity name there to pay attention to. S. I like that one next week, actually, for a daily or a 4-hour entry, because, again, we got the green dot here on the weekly. So we're looking at those smaller time frames now. Again, we call all these signals out over here in the Discord if you guys are a part. We call out the monthly, the weekly, the daily, the 4-hour, and all the sell signals, and we also have a thread that tells you how to trade every single one. So that's under dots and signals there. Under trade alerts, you do need to be a member of the Discord to see that. If you guys want to learn more about the membership to the Discord, come over here to the Become a Member tab, and you guys can read it and see what you get access to. But it's $4 a month. The membership is $4 a month. So it's very affordable. It's less than a Starbucks coffee a month if you guys want access to the full investing club. NBIS, nice move there. Again, we just be looking for the red zone on this one. So 130 to 140 is where we'd be taking profits. Again, our time to buy was back here in April at 23. That thing took off to 140. Okay, that was a monster trade. Monster. 650% trade if you guys entered on that one and sold the absolute top. You probably wouldn't have sold the absolute top, but even if you were selling right here, that was a great trade. But right now, we're just not interested. Grab, though, we are interested in. We covered this yesterday. This is like the China Uber Eats. They got nasty sell-off last week, so we're just looking for the green dot on that one. That one is on the watch list, though, from yesterday. Again, if you guys missed the watch list, you guys come over here to the latest tab. You guys can always check the replays out if you missed the live stream under the latest tab in the Discord. The Discord is free to join. There is that paid option to get access to everything, but the latest tab will show you the most recent videos. This was yesterday's watch list. This is next week's watch list, top stocks and cryptocurrencies to watch right now, according to our strategy. That was dropped yesterday. This is today's video right here. OCDO, time to buy was back here at 200. Not a big fan of that chart. Again, when charts are going down to the right like this, just not a big fan. GoodRx, this is in my portfolio. I got a very small position. I'm looking for the monthly on GoodRx. We got Oscar. Just not deep enough. Time to buy was right here at 12. Lulu, time to buy was down here at 160. Okay, looking for a pullback now, either on the daily or the 4 hour for an entry if you missed the signal. Okay, that still has a lot of room to go back up there to 360 to 400. I want to see it bounce right here at 200. I'd probably still be a buyer of that, but you just really need to make sure you get in on a green dot, which it looks like we're going to get one there come next week. So that actually looks good for next week. We got Virtual. Virtual's pushing up here. Looking for the daily or the 4 hour. Okay, those look like they're going to come any day. We got BE. BE's in the red zone. So what are we doing in the red zone? We're selling. We're looking for a red dot in the red zone. I'd be a seller of that. Name on the next red dot. MGNI, Magnite. Looks okay. We got support right there at 1250. I'd make sure it holds on to that. And again, looking for a 4 hour. Looks like you'll get the 4 hour there next week. Not making a whole lot of money, though. So be careful on that one. We got HIMS. Covered this one yesterday as well. This one's in my portfolio, actually. We'll cover it on Monday as well. But I like it a lot down here at 30. They're growing their earnings. They're crushing their earnings. They increased their revenue. You can see they reported in November $600 million in reported revenue. If you go back to November of the previous year, they only made $400 million. So from 400 to about $600 million is a 50% increase in revenue year over year. When you're buying companies, you want to look for those things. And again, looking for the green dot there on the weekly to confirm the bottom. That's HIMS. Teladoc selling off here. Again, ugly looking chart. Bitfarm got the green dot there on Friday. As long as it holds $2, it looks pretty good. Looks decent, right? It doesn't get the green dot down here like it did at 83 cents or right here at around 70 cents. But it is getting one here. So if you think it's going to break out here to the upside, I would buy it here with a stop loss at 5. And the last one from the Discord is going to be NUAI. Looks like a newer project here. It's kind of a penny stock. Can't really tell you much because I don't have any data on my indicator. So that's it for the chart request, guys. Like I said, I'm going to open up this chart request thread tomorrow. So tomorrow you guys will be able to put your chart requests in over here. You guys will get a notification if you're in the Discord. Drop them 2 per person. And we'll cover those next week for you. On Monday, we're going to be going over my portfolio. That's going to be all the names in my portfolio. If you guys are following along with the names I'm buying and selling, I post all my trades over here inside the Discord under Overkill Trades. So you guys could see everything I'm buying and selling. And on Mondays now, I'm going to start updating you guys on all the positions. So I'll take some more chart requests here. I got a couple more minutes, so get them in the chat here. And we'll take a look. What do you guys got? I see one for white, WFI. WFI is a buy down here. Okay, got the green dot right there. Beautiful. Right there at 3,000. That's your stop loss. And I don't like the fact that it's down and to the right, but it is getting a big buy signal there. So that one is a buy if you are looking to own that one. XDC, same thing. Same thing down here in this range. Looks good. Don't know anything about this project, but once you see that daily dot print, I would buy that one. Okay, and again, if you guys do not have these indicators, you guys can download them over here in the trading indicator tab. Okay, just click on this link right here, and everything loads right up into your TradingView account. If you have questions or need help loading that up, my email is right there. But you guys can get full access to everything that we use here at Overkill Trading. For STLA, should we double down on calls? Yes, I'm looking to double down on those on the daily alert. So you can see the daily alert is very oversold now. So we're looking for the green dot to double down. And again, target on that's up there at 15. Just being patient, waiting for that signal. I think it's going to bottom somewhere around 9. Okay, big sell-off there. So again, just looking for the signal. Look for that daily dot to average down. That's where I do it. I don't think you can go wrong averaging down right here around 950, though. If it hits 9, I'll definitely be averaging down on those STLA calls. And we'll cover that on my portfolio update as well. What else we got? SFM. It's got a gold dot there on the weekly. So if you like this project, yeah, it's a buy down here. It's a definite buy down here at these levels at 78. Monthly looks pretty good here. Just trying to bottom right there around 70. I'd use a stop loss at 70. If 70 breaks, it's probably going to 40 to 60. But as long as the dot is green, we're bullish. As long as it doesn't print a red one, you're totally fine. But that looks a little weird. A little weird consolidation there. So I'm glad, Tina. No problem, Muff. Andrew, what's going on, brother? We covered this one earlier this week. It's still a buy. If you still believe in this project, I mean, it's at the lowest price since 2019. So the lowest price in 7 years. If you guys think that this company's going to keep growing, then yes, it's still a buy down there at around 66. What else? Hubs, HUBS, HubSpot. I like the sell-off down here. You can see it bottom right back here in 2022 at 250. So if that thing hits 250, I'm going to load up on Hubs. I'm actually going to see real quick. One sec. Huh. Interesting. I got to look something up here on my phone. For some reason, on my computer, all my accounts got logged out of. It's kind of weird. Give me one sec here. You guys got requests. Now's the time to get them in. Yeah, I like Hubs. I just wait for a green dot now on the weekly or the daily. Okay, the daily will probably be a great one to buy. That's what I'm looking for on Hubs. I like how oversold this thing is. Their earnings still look really good. They're increasing their revenue, right? Quarter over quarter, they're making more and more money. So Hubs is definitely one to keep your eye on. Looks really good. I would definitely buy this one on a daily dot when you get it. CRO. CRO is a buy. We covered this on yesterday's watch list as well. We got the signal right there. We're buyers at 10 cents. Oracle. Oracle's still hanging around this range at 190 to 200. I do have a position on this. I have a plan to average down if it ends up going down to 160. If we hit 160, I'll buy more. But I did take a position around 193 or 195, and it's sitting at 191. Ray. Yeah, there's a big unlock coming in on Ondo. I've seen that. Ray's still a buy. I'm still staking this one on their website and just earning as the days go on. Okay. We got the signal right there around $1. It's at $1.14 now. That's still a buy. And again, we're just holding until we hit our sell signal. Okay. Sell signal is going to be up here at $3 or $4. When that comes, that's when we'll sell. EGY. Big breakout there. Okay, it's in the red zone, though, so we're not touching it. We're looking for a red dot to sell that one. Any green dot on crypto monthly charts? I think there was a couple. I think one of them was OP. These are the only ones I've really seen. OP gave one, but it faded. And then STX has a monthly. Those two have the monthlies. I see one for Bonk here. This will be the last one. This will be the last one. Bonk will be the last one, but I'm going to tell you right now it's a buy. Okay, you got the signal down here at 8. So what I'd be looking for is a pullback here on the 4 hour. That's it for today, guys. I gotta go. I'm gonna hit the gym, and then we got football all day. Go Seahawks. Hope you guys have a blessed weekend. God bless you guys. We'll be back here live on Monday. So tune in for that. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. Like I said, if we get this video to 300 likes on this video by Monday, I'll give away 100 XRP to somebody on the live stream. So with that being said, like I said, God bless you guys. I love you all. God bless the Spartan Army. And last but not least,